Hello everyone and welcome back to the 122nd episode of Panther Talks.
Hello!
I'd have loved to have, gone along with what I wanted to and made this week a bit more fun and nice and enjoyable. And then the UK government decided to go and fuck my week up.
Oh yeah, didn't they just?
Well, turns out it wasn't just the UK government that decided to do that, it was also Visa and Mastercard and tons of others. Because it turns out payment providers are now starting to try and block games under certain criteria. So we'll also be covering that this week. There's honestly been so much bullshit in a single week, I don't even know where to fully begin.
Well, only things got bad this week, but fuck me.
Oh, honestly, I have a collection of information this week. So, we will be starting off with the Online Safety Act in the UK, considering it impacts me and Will pretty well.
Significantly.
Yeah, after that we'll be talking a bit further on how people are using Death Stranding's photo to bypass that. For Discord, I believe it's been, and a couple other bits. Then we'll be moving on to a little bit of good news, which is best-selling PS5 Game of the Year nominee is coming to Xbox on August 20th, which is great news. After that, we'll be discussing how Bioshock 4 reveal could be happening soon, which, if anyone knows, I'm a massive Bioshock fan, so I'd love that.
Jesus.
After that, I'll be discussing how GTA 6 is apparently going to be the most beautiful game ever made. Not me doing air quotations there. But not at launch. Good to know they're planning to follow the default track of release a game unfinished and then fix it.
Well, partially fix it and then give up after they've made plenty of money off of it and shut the servers down.
Yeah. After that, we'll be discussing Mindseye revealing its roadmap for future
How are they
updates.
still going?
I don't even know. After that, we'll be discussing a bit more bad news, which is the Steam users banding together, which, happy news there, to contact Visa over removal of adult games. The reason it's a bad thing is because people are worried it's going to impact other areas. Because at the moment, they're just impacting NSFW games. So, all the porn games that have been out there. But how long
Thank God, honest. Wait, I should take this opportunity to finally scroll down Steam.
There's only certain ones that are currently impacted, but I think it's like 25,000 games.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
But the reason people are worried is because the same company that contacted Visa and Mastercard and that and caused this also tried to get rid of Detroit Become Human.
I saw that, yeah.
And I think it was GTA, I'm not sure.
Yeah, GTA, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked. So I'm worried it's going to become more of an impact down the line, especially if they've given it into them already. And Steam have had to give into it because of it. Anyways, then we'll be discussing how Techland has sadly had to delay their next Dying Light game, Dying Light the Beast, but it's only by a month. And it's because they want to do some extra polishing work. Not to be funny.
It's on Steam, isn't it?
Yeah. A month.
So they're only allowed 3 months.
No, exactly. A month, though, I'd say is more than reasonable.
Yeah, a month's not bad. I mean, with Steam's new policy, 3 months isn't that bad. And at that point, they're forced to release it.
Exactly. After that, we'll be discussing some actually quite good news. A Wolfenstein TV series is in development by the same people who made the Fallout TV series.
Heck yeah.
And people have immediately said who they want to play BJ Blazkowicz. And it's the same guy who plays Reacher in the Reacher series.
Oh, like the new one?
Yeah.
Not fucking Tom Cruise, obviously.
Yeah, not Tom Cruise. I always forget his name.
I don't know his name either, but I absolutely love watching him.
Alan Michael Ritchson. He would be phenomenal.
He's absolutely brilliant in the Reacher series.
Oh, he is. And I think he would fit
fucking
so well.
Huge as well.
Yeah, he would fit so well in like the modern Wolfenstein games. If it's based on that in the series, he would fit perfectly.
Yep.
After that, we will be discussing Microsoft CEO consoles employees by saying, it consoled its employees by saying recent layoffs are down to the enigma of success in an industry that has no franchise value. So, we'll just be ripping into those as well. So, it's one hell of a week. There's a lot to talk about. So, let's get started and be depressed together.
Yay.
So, out of all places in the world that I'm starting, it's Twitter. which is fucking weird.
But Rory,
It's
what's
called
Twitter?
X, yeah, I know. You say this every fucking time.
Just
So-
fueling the fire that's inevitably going to burn.
Oh, mate, this week will probably be one of my most aggressive episodes in a while. So, the reason this is kind of annoying is because originally it was supposed to just be porn that was impacted by the 18 thing, which, I'll be brutally honest, it's like one of them things where you're like, whatever.
You literally could not care.
Yeah, exactly. If you're in a relationship, you do not give two flying fucks. You know? But the part that's, like, baffling is the fact that they're also, at the same time, starting to prevent people from posting about certain topics in the world. Don't get me wrong, these topics can be quite bad, quite rough. We're not political people, so for us, it's not really here or there. But when you scroll down your timeline, the last thing you expect is a little message saying, due to local laws, we are temporarily restricting access to this content until X estimates your age. Which I find fucking ludicrous.
How do you estimate someone's age through just what they scroll down on Twitter?
I've set my age. And I mean, you can see it there, which is quite funny considering I have it hidden. Twitter. Annoyance. Ooh, back out of that. But I posted this last night. Gotta say that I'm 26 and I'm blocked out of basic functions of the internet because some politicians believe parenting is too challenging for parents. Let's parent everyone and not have a developed system in place for our brain-dead idea causing major privacy concerns and breaches. Fuck the UK sometimes, genuinely pissed by the illogical stances of the morons in charge.
Yeah.
Like, this goes back, though, to the shit me and Will have been talking about for a while, about people wanting more restrictions on video games that are over the age of 18, because parents can't be asked to parent. And
you don't want your child doing something, you're their parent. Don't let them do it.
yeah, exactly. And this is the same reason I'm so concerned about where this is going to go. Because at the moment, it's porn, and opinions the government don't seem to like from the seams of things. I'm not sure on that side completely, but that's how it's looking on when you scroll down Twitter and shit. But how long is it going to be before they go, well, actually, this video game from, like, I don't know, fucking 2015, it had a nipple in it for 2 minutes. I'm sorry,
They're gonna
guys.
take it even further than that, though. It's not just gonna be anything sexually, and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
gonna suddenly be like, "Oh, a gun, that's violence, 18 only."
Yeah, exactly that. And
Oh,
is the fear.
that's a guy posting a really cool stick that you find that looks like a gun. Ban him.
Yeah. And
Remove him from the face of the internet.
It is so frightening. And the best part, in my opinion, is the UK Government Online Safety Act has a petition against it.
Oh yeah, it didn't take long.
Oh, did it not? It was
What?
30,000 yesterday morning.
Yeah, it's doubled.
Yeah, it's over doubled. It's insane. Like, this just says everything that needs to be said. That was... Oh, right, yeah. So, they've got to consider it for debate. Waiting 2 days for a debate. Let's be honest. The stop killing games thing has been like this for months at this point. It's genuinely insane. And the government responding. If it's anything like the stop killing games thing, they're just going to say, we have no plans to do that at this point. Which, once again, insane. What I will say, if you live in the UK, sign it. The more signatures, the better. It doesn't matter if we've hit the goal already. Keep going. It's better and it looks better.
Once we start hitting millions,
yeah,
something's going to change. Something's got to change.
That's the hope, anyways. Let's be honest, they'll never listen to us anyway, but it's always worth a try. On the other hand, do not sign it if you are not part of the UK. It will be more of a detriment to us than anything else.
Delay everything.
Yeah, it causes massive amounts of issues.
And then they'll find excuses to start removing legitimate signatures too.
Exactly. And that
until they get down to a low enough number to be like, oh, well, this just is a significant amount of people in comparison to the total populace.
Yep.
And remove it entirely. Look and see, you can watch it live, just constantly going up.
Oh, yeah. Best part, you can actually hit show on map, and you can see where the vast majority of people who've signed are and things like that.
That's crazy.
I went through this, like, yesterday, And there is nowhere in the UK that hasn't got a place where they've signed.
I mean, you say that. Did I see correctly that? Well, what's the deal with Ireland there?
Oh, Ireland over here. It's
that's not what that's not Ireland, mate.
Yeah, sorry, Northern Ireland.
No, that's right. They've actually took it out of the whole. Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say it looks so fucking weird.
It does. It looks absolutely insanely weird because they're just missing half the island.
Yeah,
like, no,
I was so confused. I was like, that's not Ireland.
No, it is. It's Northern Ireland because that's the only part of the UK. So they just cut the bottom off. Like, oh yeah, it's not quite how that works, guys. But come on. What I love is the Shetlands. They barely have access to the internet, and yet they've got 208 signatures. Absolutely love it.
Well, they say there's plenty of fish in the sea. There mustn't be many up there. Look at it.
Oh, fucking too true.
They need on.
So I'm going to move straight on to the next part of concern, also to do with games. Because
this sort of falls into the same direction, doesn't it?
That's kind of what I was thinking. So we cover them together here because they're not the same thing, but it's yet another way.
What they lead to is going to end up result in the same thing. Because let's be honest, it's not going to end with just banning like ridiculous stuff or age restricting certain websites. It's going to go further.
Oh,
they're going to keep adding to the list of what you're not allowed to do or see.
Yeah.
Or in this case, play.
I mean, as we discussed yesterday as well, regarding the Online Safety Act, at the same time, they've now got a elite force of police officers monitoring certain comments from people. And if you say these comments, you can be arrested. Like, once upon a time, we had freedom of expression, because we've never had freedom of speech in the UK. Sad times, because personally, I think we should, but hey-ho, that's me. Personal opinion there. But the idea that we can be arrested because we give an opinion is quite just insanity.
Yeah, it's getting a little far-fetched now.
Yeah, like as I said, we do not touch politics, but stuff like that is just a point where you can't really ignore it. So, anyways, Steam users are banding together to contact Visa over removal of adult games. So just a little over a week after Steam updated its guidance to prohibit any content that may violate the rules and standards set forth by Steam's payment processors and related card networks, specifically adult-only content, and days after itch.io shared that it too had removed games that would be put it in direct conflict with its payment processors, games around the world are banding together to try and change the circumstances. What I find quite funny, we recorded last week's episode, and I saw an article about this when I was getting ready that morning, but I didn't know the details about it at that time, so I didn't cover it. Now I really wish I had, because it's just piled up. Anyway, over on Reddit's r/Steam sub, players are working directly to contact Visa, a payment processor that has put the company in such a predicament in the first place, by using Visa's dedicated contact form and carefully worded message. They are hoping that things will change soon. The following is part of the message that has gone through. Dear Visa Customer Service Team, I am a concerned customer about Visa's recent efforts to censor adult content on prominent online game retailer, specifically the platforms Steam and itch.io. As a long-time Visa customer, I see this as a massive overreach into controlling what entirely legal actions/purchases customers are allowed to put their money towards. Fair point. Because at the end of the day, this does feel like the people that we have our money with are controlling what we can purchase. Don't get me wrong, I've got absolutely zero interest in purchasing any of those things, but what if it does get worse?
Yeah, where does it stop?
Yeah.
And no matter what it is, who the hell is anyone to try and tell you what you can and can't spend your money on?
Yeah,
it's bad enough. Well, yeah, that's a whole other ballpark.
Exactly.
But it's bad enough that this day and age, especially with inflation being as ridiculous as it is, that money is a struggle enough as it is, and then you're now getting told that you're not even allowed to go and spend on certain things.
Yeah.
Like, who the hell are you to say that I can't?
No, spot on, mate. Visa has no right to dictate my or other consumers' behaviour or to pressure free markets to comply with vague, morally grounded rules enforced by payment processing providers. Unless these draconian impositions are not reversed, I will have no choice but to stop dealing with Visa and instead swap to competing companies not directly involved in censorship efforts, namely Discover and American Express.
Oof.
A lot of people are moving, and I'll be honest, when I first heard about this, I was like, what other companies are there actually that manage cards in the UK?
Yeah, it's not really something you hear about, is it?
No, Visa and Mastercard are like the two biggest in the UK. I can't really think of another off the top of my head, but I
Yeah,
suppose
they're like,
that's part of the monopoly they own. They have on the system.
yeah, that's the only ones I could think of. Like, as physical cards to use for payments when you're out and about and stuff. There's not really anything else, or like actual banks to put your money in.
No, exactly. You've got all these different banks, but they all use either Visa or Mastercard. So,
Yeah.
for its part, Visa has already begun responding to gamers, though its response is nowhere near satisfactory. Although, to those involved in the according to those involved in the efforts, Visa says it's committed to protecting legal commerce. Then stop getting involved.
Well, if you've ever wanted to sit by and watch a mega corporation crash and burn due to its own actions, you've been given the golden opportunity because if they keep going down this route, that's what's going to happen. They're going to lose more and more customers because they're going to keep putting more and more bullshit in place, saying, "Oh no, you're no longer allowed to use our payment methods on that, and you're not allowed to use it on this." Just going to start leaving and finding alternative methods.
Yeah, I genuinely believe as well that this is not financial advice, but I genuinely think all of a sudden Bitcoin and that are going to suddenly take a massive hike in value.
Oh no, everyone's just going to start hoarding their cash again, and house break-ins and robberies are going to become even more common.
Yeah, you know
And
what?
everyone's going to be getting fucking mugged on the street and breaking into houses and shit. It's just going to be an absolute chaotic time.
You know what, Steam? Do us a favor. Take away the payment processors. We'll go and we'll start buying Steam vouchers from stores again. I'll buy it in cash. I do not care. But yeah, just
I mean, at this point, Steam could become their own bank,
with
and
the
then it's
money
even
they've
less
got.
effort. It's then even less effort for people to buy their games, and they're going to be spending their money frivolously without even thinking.
Yeah.
And then
So
it's even more money for Steam.
exactly. In a response shared by one gamer, Visa noted it explicitly prohibits illegal activity while also sharing a commitment to protecting legal commerce. More specifically, the payment company noted that if a transaction is legal, our policy is to process the transaction. We do not make moral judgments on legal purchases made by consumers.
I'm sorry, was there anything illegal about buying a game, no matter what game it is, on Steam?
No, because as this guy just wrote, that is, in fact, an actual legitimate lie.
Yeah,
That there's
Like,
nothing else you can say. That is
it
just a
is.
lie.
It is just complete and utter bullshit.
That's fucking insane. Given
I
the
don't. Have we ever had an issue like that where something's went on Steam? I mean, the closest you could say is like an asset flip game. Is like the biggest scam you'd see on Steam, but
yeah,
there's nothing actually like you're paying for an illegal service or anything like that. Because there's
I
so many
suppose
fucking policies in place for the developers and people who make games and publish it on Steam.
I
You have to
suppose
legitimately pay for the game.
I suppose there is the occasional what do you call it, money laundering games. I don't know if you've ever come
That's
across
just a
those.
game.
Yeah, basically the way they work is they put a game that's basically just an asset flip. They get it through, and then they hike the value of it to stupid amounts. That way, people can buy it. They'll send back the money that they've earned from that, minus obviously the taxes, because that's what they've lost from this entire situation. And whatever they get from it, I think is like 60% by the time it's all done. That's how much they've laundered. That's basically what they've done for a while, but they've been cracking down on that for years. It's difficult to get all of it, but they do their best to nail it where they can.
Surprised anyone would even do it that way if they're losing 40% of their money.
Well, it's actually within basic guidelines for money laundering. It's a bit mental.
Crazy.
Given the rapidly developing circumstances surrounding this new issue, only time will tell as to what the resolution is. At the very least, those most impacted are doing their best to help reverse course. So yeah, if you want to spam Visa, Mastercard, and I've heard possibly PayPal, feel free to do so. Just keep telling them that they need to sort the shit out, to put it simply. So moving straight forward, HIO Dine EXE's NSFW games are after becoming the latest target of skittish
D-indexes.
Thank you, D-indexes.
I was sitting looking at it, I'm like,
Yeah.
something doesn't look right about this.
No, it's a weird word. NSFW games after becoming the latest target of skittish credit card companies and anti-porn group Collective Shout. It's catching an winning indie and more in the crossfire. So, Collective Shout. I don't know if this article's going to say it, so I want to just pull them up. I want to see who they've reported in the past. Oh, guess we're not going to pull it from there. Let's go onto their website. Okay, here we are. Child protection experts backing our campaign speak out on games normalizing sexual abuse. Apparently, that's what they believe. Global anti-sexual exploitation leaders call on payment gateways to stop profiting from bad words, themed games, open letter to payment processors. Yeah, that's basically what they've been doing. Now, the games that they're listing here, I doubt are all of it.
Let's be honest here, because this is, quite frankly, a touchy subject, very sensitive subject, and there is stuff that needs to be taken down. Steam have actually taken stuff down themselves. We covered it a few weeks back where they accidentally let something slip through, which was promptly taken down.
Yep.
And that is fine. They should be taken down because there's just some things that, like,
you don't.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, exactly.
What is this? You took time and effort to make this? Get help.
Yeah.
But all the other stuff, that's just standard stuff, go nuts if that's what you want.
Yeah. Finally, we're safe from award-winning indies about girlhood and games that discuss the historic oppression of queer people. Interesting tagline. So
I think that's the good game that was like sort of educational at the same time.
I'd imagine so.
It's been banned.
itch.io, a platform that hosts and sells video games, particularly popular in the indie dev industry, is the latest video game distributor to fall to a recent sweep of Puritan policies by credit card companies designed to limit the sale of NSFW content. For those not in the know, credit card processors such as Visa and Mastercard have pressured Steam into removing NSFW content from its platform. In the interest
I'm quite curious as to how they did that.
Pretty much they'll have turned around and said, look at these. If you don't remove them, we are most likely going to prevent sales on this platform, or we're going to restrict it in such a way that's going to impact you. In the interest
I don't see that working for them in the long run.
No, neither do I. It's a massive amount of money in sales to be lost, and it would fuck shit up badly.
Oh, yeah.
In the interest of fairness, there are some logical reasons for this. Adult content is often used for scams and chargebacks, which cost banks money. And some adult websites have been caught displaying content featuring minors, such as Pornhub, motivating processors to drop the platforms entirely. The issue, however, comes from any company's complete disinterest in the often difficult and expensive work of applying nuance. It's cheaper and less time-consuming to go scorched earth. Consequences be damned. As was the case with Valve and now itch.io.
The issue with all this is as I just said, it's good that they're getting rid of the really bad stuff, but the stuff that's not actually doing anything wrong, it's just people's fantasies, we'll say. Like,
yeah, we'll go
no matter
that.
what, yeah, that's the nicest way I can put it without it being explicit. But no matter what you do, like, people are going to find ways around these systems.
Oh, 100% there.
As
There'll be
you and
new
I,
websites.
were joking about last night, the amount of like the VPNs are gonna go up in usage, the amount of money those companies are gonna make, because that's all everyone's gonna do. That's how easy it is to get around shit like this. If you're dealing with the UK stuff anyway, and
Oh, yeah.
then outside of that, around the world, where they're gonna start banning all this stuff just through anywhere, because it's gonna probably follow like a stupid trend that's gonna blow up in all the government's faces. They're just going to go by other means. There's going to be websites that'll be made. There'll be fucking. It'll just be like a black market all over again. It'll just flood everywhere, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to read this post from Proton VPN. Just a few minutes after the Online Safety Act went into effect last night, Proton VPN sign-ups originating in the UK surged by more than 1,400%. Unlike previous surges, this one is sustained and is significantly higher than when France lost access to adult content.
Absolutely insane. And this is just like one method.
Yeah.
This is only the start. If they keep pushing and pushing, methods will be found.
Oh, guaranteed they will. We have de-indexed all adult NSFW content from our browse and search pages, announces the site on a blog page. Recently, we came under scrutiny from our payment processors regarding the nature of some content hosted on itch.io. The site then goes on to discuss the No Mercy situation, an adult game with some disturbing themes that drew the ire of the UK government and notably Australian activist group Collective Shout. Yeah, no one cares. Collective Shout is an anti-pornography group used No Mercy as a lever by which to pressure payment processing groups such as Visa and Mastercard to cut ties with both Steam and itch.io. The campaign formed just over 1,000 individuals whose motives target hundreds of
bad words and bad words.
Yeah, bad.
Hundreds of bad words, and bad words games.
Yeah, on both platforms, though the resultant policies will be far further reaching. Our ability to process payments is critical for every creator on our platform, the site continues. To ensure that we can continue to operate and provide a marketplace for all developers, we must prioritize our relationship with our payment partners and take immediate steps towards compliance.
Again, like, they should be dealing with the stuff that is just straight out of hand, because that is just, simply put, that is for people that have something wrong going on with them. That is just, it is just simply gross, and that stuff shouldn't be put to public access.
No.
But all the other stuff that, again, I'll say are people's fantasies, if it's not morally wrong, it's weird, it's strange, it's whatever. Shit, just leave it alone, because you're just going to cause more problems. If that's what people want, let them. That's what they're into. But there is definitely stuff that needs to be removed.
Yeah.
So it's like, and that's the problem with this, is it's half of it you can agree with, the other half you can't.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to cause issues, and then it's also going to go further than what it's blocking now, and eventually start ruining normal things, like basic games that you'd be looking forward to. Suddenly it's been cancelled because, we apparently have breached some sort of law.
Yeah.
Because a woman in our game stretched out her leg and you saw her ankle, and that's it. But we're back in the 50s.
Them damn fucking ankles. So, delisting NSFW content from browse and search pages is just the start, though. To further comply with payment processors' demands, itch.io will have to introduce new compliance measures for NSFW pages. This will include a new step where creators must confirm that their content is allowable under the policies of the respective payment processors linked to their account. Some games may be actively removed from the platform under these rules. Part of this review will see some pages being permanently removed from itch.io. These policy changes have already reportedly impacted games such as Consume Me, which won the Seamus McNally Grand Prize and the Nuova Award at 2025's Independent Game Festival.
Not Seamus.
Seamus, it could be, yeah. Here we have a developer's deeply personal tale about the horrors of growing up as a teenage girl, a seemingly intimate and honest dissection of eating disorders, familial pressure, and a sexist society hell-bent on telling young girls how to dress and feel. And now, because of a group that swears up and down that it's protecting women, Consume Me has been delisted on one of its primary distribution platforms. Its satire so bleak that it's on the nose.
Yeah, so this is the issues that it's already causing. Is like that's pretty much an educational game where you see like the shit that used to happen and still does.
Mm-hmm. And how
Like,
some
sure,
people
it's
can
not
feel.
as bad. Yeah, it's not as bad, and there are some parts of the world where there's people that like don't do that, but there's some parts of the world where it's still enforced,
It's much
and
worse as well.
women will still be like, well, I'm not gonna get into that, but they don't have a good time
Yeah,
dealing with it, and
put through a
even
lot.
in parts where it's better, there's still people that would shame them.
Yeah, 100%. So, the issue of games depicting adult, troubling, or upsetting themes is multifaceted. Right, really? That's how bland we're going, is it? Adult,
So,
troubling, or upsetting themes. Sorry, Wolfenstein, we're going to have to get rid of you. You've got too many upsetting themes.
hey, it's all right. Well, they're talking about making a series of it. That's really gonna set them off.
Yeah, I'm not going to defend No Mercy. It's a game I absolutely found repugnant. But Scorched Earth policies that see all adult content stripped from platforms often hurt more than they help, especially when it comes to marginalised communities. It brings back the question though, what do you classify as adult content? When is that going to be like limited?
Yeah. How much or how little do you have to put in your game before it's suddenly just removed entirely?
Yeah, we need like clear definitions from them, but you never get it.
I'm sure if you were to actually go to the new pages that these websites have been making, you're probably gonna have like 20 pages worth that you got to read through
Oh yeah,
to
definitely.
get that answer. But that's like multiple days taken away from you just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Just to probably still breach guidelines anyway.
Yeah. Furthermore, the playbook of stating you're taking action to protect women and children is also not unfamiliar to me, especially as a queer person who knows their history and unfortunately the present day. It's used as a smokescreen for bigots of all stripes, whether it's the UK Section 28 in the late 80s, which came after Gay Men for Gross Indecency, or the 2021's version of far-right extremists banging the drum of grooming. I am always incredibly wary whenever such broad claims are made. To be fair, as I don't understand the premise completely, because obviously I don't live in that side of things, and I've not experienced those things myself. What I can say is I do understand how governments and things can take things way further than they should and affect
I mean, they do it on
different
a daily
groups.
basis.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the thing we were talking about before. Dick. But yeah, they do things like that a lot, and I can understand that. History is indeed rhyming the work of Robert Yang was also impacted. Yang is a developer that's made several notable games covering queer history and culture, such as the Tea Room, a game that explores gay cruising culture in the 1960s, the game that specifically explores time in which a higher police filmed men through a two-way mirror in a public bathroom and charged them for sodomy using that evidence, also caught in the crossfire. Maybe Collective Shout doesn't care
Fucked
about...
up.
Yeah, but I suppose that's what it's going for. It's talking about the culture of the 1960s.
Yeah.
Maybe Collective Shout doesn't care about the history of systematic oppression to my community, whatever. But if it truly believes that the representation of women in games media is troubling and problematic, the deplatforming of a game like Consume Me, which does represent the struggle of growing up as a young girl, which with honesty, nuance, and care should horrify them, I seriously doubt it will. And that's saying nothing of the corporate dystopian idea that credit card processors, who nobody voted for, can have such monopolies over itch.io and Steam. Monopolies that let them decide what art is and isn't fit for public consumption, making them powerful enough to skirt the whole legal system. Call me old-fashioned, but in a functioning democracy, I don't think a CEO should get to decide what I can and can't buy. Fucking damn true.
Come to think of it, I saw that they actually did a survey for the UK safety bullshit.
Oh yeah.
And 61% of people didn't even know it was coming into effect. I didn't.
No, same.
Didn't
I'd
hear a
heard
thing
about
about
it
it.
back in
But then, coincidentally
2013.
enough, right, there was 3 surveys. The first one was whether or not they heard about it. 61% didn't. The second one was if they think it's a good thing. Apparently, that 80% of people said yes.
Bullshit.
But strangely enough, the third survey is, do they think it's going to be effective? And there was only like 34% or something thought it was going to work. The rest said no. So something's not right.
Yeah, it's ludicrous, mate. Absolutely ludicrous. So to continue on with the UK Safety Act thing, people are using Norman Reedus and his
No.
amazing fetus. Yeah, that's about right. I knew what I wanted to say, and it just all combined into one. That sounds about my look. So yeah, people are using his face, as you can see here.
Yeah, so
And
funny.
Discord now do determine that you're in the adult age group. Just to prove this definitely does work, I have been determined that I am of the adult age group.
I've not even done that, mate. I've not even went on to it.
It's good fun. So yeah, that's absolute insanity. It was that easy to trick.
It's just
But
funny because when I first saw it, it was someone saying they don't have Discord on their phone and they don't have a webcam for their PC. So this is what they did to bypass it.
I can't fault them. I mean, the other part to it that I do like about Discord compared, Discord allows you to just scan your face and it'll basically guess how old you are from that. Whereas the rest are actually demanding you to pretty much hand over your ID.
Yeah, to upload personal information.
Yeah. Like,
Apparently, some of them will actually want your bank card.
fuck no.
Like,
No
man,
chance.
what was the thought process in this whole fucking situation?
There wasn't one. As I was saying to you earlier, like,
Clearly.
they didn't create their own fucking system to control this either.
Yeah.
And they've handed
Just like,
it over to third
as
parties.
I said to you, as I said to you last night, it's bad enough that you're giving them additional information that they don't require. Considering they don't even want to say you're a real person without fucking 7 different forms of identity when you try to go to them about anything. But now they want you to upload your ID and all that, and then hand it over to some random ass fucking company that they've had do their systems, who's going to do God knows what, because no one even knew this was going to be a thing. And we've not had the chance to read any policies that any of these companies that they're with, or whoever it is, have in place to stop them abusing your data.
Yep. On top of that, companies we already know sell our data. Now they're going to be able to sell our IDs. It's going to be great. Fake IDs are going to be a booming business again.
Fuck fake IDs, man. Identity theft.
Yeah. I'll be arrested by the end of the week for some crime that I've not done. Well, I'm sorry.
Even though you're on camera, even though you're on camera walking through your town at the exact time of day that they're mentioning, you were actually 7 countries over committing grand larceny and fucking GTA and God knows what else.
Hey, look, just because I've got a twin who likes to take the fall for things doesn't mean anything. No, it's going to be ludicrous. It really is. But you know what, Will? Let's go on to some good news for a bit. So, apparently, on August 20th, exactly 1 year after the game released for PC and PS5, Game of the Year nominee Black Myth Wukong is launching on the Xbox Series X/S.
Wasn't that the time where a game like this lost to just some absolute pile of shit?
Yeah, I think it was Astro Boy.
Some shitty, and that was only PS5, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm still very
fucking
salty on that.
Biased cunts, man.
You know what? It's still there at that, though.
96% reviews, positive reviews, with almost 1.2 million. Yeah. That's insane.
But that's the all-time peak. That's what we checked it 11 months ago. 2.4 million. But even now, the 24-hour peak is nearly is 43,000. Like, that is insane for a game like this, and it's kept that. Oh, actually, it did have a lower drop 3 months ago, so they must have had something that's raised it. But yeah, absolute insane. Genuinely impressive as well. Really is. I'm genuinely impressed by that. Did not anticipate it. Fair play to Black Myth Wukong. And it's good to see, though, that Xbox players are now going to get their hands on and actually have a good time with this.
I mean, it's just another situation of making the game accessible everywhere, brings more players to the game, so more people get to enjoy the game, while simultaneously bringing more sales to the developers, who then get more money to fund their next project.
Exactly.
There's no bad thing about your game being released on multiple platforms.
Yeah. And on top of that, apparently there are rumours that a DLC expansion is coming at some point in the near future. So it'll be out on Xbox just as the DLC is announced, I'd imagine, or just as it's going to be dropping. So even better, everyone gets to experience the next part to Black Myth Wukong together.
The player rating for Black Myth Wukong is 9.3 and GameRank gave it a 6. Yeah, fuck idea. That's why no one listens to you.
Yeah, it is. This is why we do not trust.
Top critic average is 82 as well. Like, fuck off, GameRank.
Yeah. This is another reason, though, we do not listen to games journalists just completely. You've got to take everything that you take from them.
If you want to take only one thing, mate, you take from just the general population's response.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like Steam, though, because just being able
it's the players actually reviewing it.
Yeah.
Not some fucking arsehole who, for all we know, is being tipped off to fucking give it a good response, even though it's the biggest pile of crap. What was it where it was the absolute the biggest steaming pile of dog shit, but all the critics were giving it like an 8 out of 10 minimum? There was like two guys, two could have been, but I feel like it was something even worse.
I mean, it did happen with this.
Maybe it might be this something else. And there was like there were two actual reviews from critics that gave it a legitimate fucking response, saying it's terrible looking, but all the other ones were saying it looks amazing and it's going to be really good and blah blah blah. Less than fucking 24 hours in, and the game got absolutely bombed.
I accept. Fuck off.
I don't know if you've proven your routine.
I haven't. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that. No, latest date user. Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, sure.
Why'd you give it a 10?
These are the gaming reviews.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
Forspoken is absolutely fantastic.
The game has some issues, but they were blown out of proportion. Oh, wait, sorry, that's thingy. Yeah, so this bit first, a unique game. Then it goes down from there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Concord was the other one. Yeah, Gaming Nexus. Concord may not be worth $40 to some, but it doesn't mean there isn't $40 worth value here.
No, there was, how much was it? 400k?
400 million?
400 million, sorry, not 400k. Whoops.
Yeah.
400 million worth of gameplay, was it?
Yep. I wonder what Mindseye got from Oh, good. They learned from their mistakes, did they? Oh,
I mean, I'd say their reputation certainly went down. So I'd say these are new critics that actually speak similar truths.
But both of these are users, but still.
Don't think they understand much then.
No, they do not. Anyways, we'll move just straight forwards from there because I don't fancy depressing myself any further.
Well, surely this couldn't depress you, Rory.
I'm hoping not.
Already comment saying it's been delayed to 2030.
Oh, well. Rumour, Bioshock 4 reveal could be happening soon. I would love that, honestly. There's been numerous rumours about this for years at this point. Thankfully, I do have a game that's coming onto my list that's very similar to Bioshock. I don't know if you'll have seen it, Will.
No idea. See a lot of random things.
Gosh.
Oh, that first one, that looks like it looks awesome.
Oh yeah. So Clockwork Revolution, I'll show you the trailer here. This looks really good. It reminds me of the old school like shooters, story-based stuff that had some interesting mechanics to them. The decisions you make impact the world. You know, all that good stuff. And also a nice looking world that you want to explore.
City is in progress. A finely tuned.
Plus, I love all the steampunk styled stuff. I think it actually looks really cool. I didn't remember that.
But it only takes one rebellious little gear to ruin everything.
What can I say? I like being a little rebel.
If you resist my rule, if you alter our past, if you threaten what I have built,
Definitely the bad guy.
there is nowhere in space or time where I will not destroy you.
Well, that sounds awkward for you. You know, like, just seeing the styles of just destroying people with fans and shit like that.
It sort of looks like another one of those where you go between two different timelines at the same time.
Multiple, there's not just two. With some of the gameplay we saw, it seems like you'll go through multiple timelines and basically make changes and stuff like that.
We've been seeing quite a few games like that.
Yeah.
There was even a VR one, wasn't there?
Yeah. It's just something I saw and I fell in love with as an idea. That was 2 years ago. They finally released a gameplay trailer. It was 5 minutes long, and it was actually really good. Really enjoyable to witness. And the gameplay does look a lot better as well now, so I'm even more hyped for it. But yeah, that's the sort of game that I've got to pull me round until Bioshock 4 does eventually exist.
If it becomes into existence.
Yeah. So, following previous reports that Bioshock 4 could be announced soon, it seems 2K Games might be working on an interactive ARG to make the big reveal. In a Twitter post, leaker Kurakasis claimed that the publisher had a ARG planned that featured Rapture, but it was unclear whether it would be connected to the fourth game or the upcoming Bioshock film. If that's true, it would be interesting to see how the ARG would transition from Rapture exploration to the revelation of Aurora and Borealis.
That just immediately makes me think of Seymour cooking for Superintendent Chalmers.
Yep. I would love a new Bioshock game, but I know it's less likely than anything else. So,
less likely than Half-Life 3?
That's about on par. So, GTA 6 is going to be the most beautiful game ever made, but not at launch.
Yeah, says Game Rant.
Yeah, I know. Sad time. Don't worry, we've only got one more after this. GTA 6 long-awaited title that's expected to raise the bar for realism in video games. You know what, GTA 6, I'm going to say something to you that's probably going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. I do not care at this point. I'll tell you the last game I played that raised the bar for realism. And it's the dumbest thing I can repeat. But Gary's mod had more mechanics in it than GTA 5 did. And more realistic
That's because they're little freaks on fucking Gmod, dude. They pull off some insane shit.
Oh, yeah. But they had some of like the most realistic elements to one of the game modes I was playing last time. And I've not touched that in like 8 months. So GTA 6, please try and just outdo Gary's mod. I think you'll be okay.
It's alright, mate. If you see the article linked below, GTA 6 will be 30 FPS.
Yeah, so... I've heard about that. Apparently, only on the Xbox.
What?
Well, basically, what's happened is apparently...
Did we not actually see an article where the new Xbox actually... the old Xbox outperforms the new PS5?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be better and faster. So how's that work?
What happened is apparently Rockstar have been working privately with Sony directly to push the push the PlayStation to be able to run 60 FPS, but they've not worked with Microsoft to do the same.
Why am I not surprised from Sony doing something like that?
Oh, well,
going out of their way and throwing more money than Xbox to get a leg ahead instead of actually making technological advancements and being part of the community and all that. No, we want everything for ourselves. Go fuck yourself.
Sony summed up, my friend.
It upsets me because I used to absolutely love Sony.
Same.
Back in PS3 and before.
Yep.
They were so good.
PS1, PS2, PS3. Fantastic consoles. PS4, swear I kind of walked away because they were charging for online.
Yeah. No, I had not a chance I was doing that.
No everyone was always there to me, though. Xbox was doing that first. Yeah. And that's why I never had an Xbox. Well, I had an Xbox 360, but I never played online because I couldn't afford that shit. No, not a chance. Yeah. So You don't.
We were kids, man. We couldn't afford anything.
No, exactly. And
The parents said no. It's like, well, guess we're fucked then.
Yeah. But what's funny, after all these years, I am paying technically for Xbox Online because I pay for Xbox Ultimate. But that's because they actually have something to fucking give me.
Yeah. You're not just paying for online, you're getting access to hundreds, if not thousands of games.
Oh yeah, and this shit's constantly updating. Like, I've been on this the past couple of days.
Yeah, you're getting day one releases that you can play now as
Yeah.
well.
Like, all the stuff that they've released recently on here and stuff like that, it's genuinely impressive. Actually, well, that wasn't there yesterday. Okay. As I said,
Oh,
they constantly add stuff.
Roy's got after episode plans then.
Oh no, I don't even know what that game is. I just know it wasn't there yesterday. So yeah, GTA 6 will be an interesting one, but best of luck to it. Let's be honest, do I believe it's going to do what Cyberpunk did, where pretty much it had to improve itself after? Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen what people have been doing with Cyberpunk, especially with a 5090.
Oh yeah, there's some amazing
It's
stuff.
insane. Now, don't get me wrong, they all keep trying to say it's more realistic than real, but it's not. I can so very visibly tell it's a video game. But that's
Yeah.
not to say it does not look absolutely insane.
You know, one of the things that still crack me up about this, viewers have spotted intricate details such as carbonation bubbles in drinks. Someone showed how to
There's-
do that in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're still trying to make it like that's a huge thing.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty certain Half-Life Alyx had that years ago. I'm pretty sure Half-Life 2 did as well, actually. I know Half-Life
I think
Alyx.
Half-Life Alyx though that was the VR one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was like fucking revolutionary for VR, man.
Oh, it still is. I can't name a game that's really, like, gone above where Half-Life Alyx has gone.
And it came out like quite early in terms of VR as well, didn't it?
Massively. It was the... Sorry, I'm still not completely used to the new store layout for Steam.
It's different.
Yeah, have you seen mine?
Yeah.
This wasn't like that for... Well, hasn't been like... It just randomly updated yesterday. I've just kind of stuck with it ever since. 2020, 23rd of March. So, over 5 years ago now.
Yeah, a good while ago.
Yeah, bloody impressive though. Yeah, as I said, I'm still not used to this. This feels weird. It looks better, but it feels weird. So, released in 2015, GTA 5's PC port. Yeah, they're basically talking here about how the PC port will probably be the better look. That's what it sounds
Obviously.
like they're going for. So basically they're saying, yeah, it's not going to be at its best until the PC port releases, and then the next console releases, and then we can port that to the next console, and then it'll look even better.
Yeah,
You
sure,
know,
buddy.
usual bullshit. So, shall we have a laugh? Mindseye's
What could they possibly have
fucking
in store?
plan. Here we are. Mindseye game. July update
Hitman.
from the studio.
What?
I'll explain this as we go, don't worry. Dear community, it's been just over a month since Mindseye launched, and we're grateful for your support and detailed feedback. Your input is shaping our ongoing efforts to enhance the game. In June, we committed to delivering a great experience for all players. Since then, we've released 3 updates, each addressing bug fixes and performance improvements across all
How
devices.
many games have we seen release where it's been like a lot of issues from the get-go and they have just been updating it daily, fixing everything? The absolute prime example that you're going to love being Stalker 2.
Yeah, they apparently have a big update coming soon, by the way.
Like literal daily updates.
Yeah, they have a massive update coming soon.
And these guys are like, yeah, in over a month we've released 3 updates. Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
just...
Okay, dude. Stalker
well-
2 guys were in the middle of a war zone doing it daily. Well, maybe not at that time. They were finally out of the war zone, but still.
let me just go back here.
You need to click on one of the updates, and then you can scroll down quicker.
That's fine.
Jesus Christ.
So they release some point about here, and
Yeah, as
then
I said before when we were
Patch.
talking about GTA 6,
troubleshoot,
no
patch,
matter what,
patch.
it's going to absolutely blow up. Like, there will be millions upon millions of sales. And it's all anyone's going to be talking about for months. But that doesn't mean it's going to be anywhere near good, because the things they could be talking about could be how fucking awful
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
Damn right.
And we're not going to know until release, because we have seen two sides of their story. One side being absolute polygon pile of shit, that first trailer, to suddenly it's a fucking love story, which has nothing to do with GTA.
Don't worry, Will. We're bullying Mindseye at the moment. We'll avoid GTA, because otherwise that's going to give us both an aneurysm.
Just get caught up on it all now.
Driven by your reports and suggestions, we hope you're starting to see the impact by these changes, and we're committed to building on this progress. Moving forward, updates may be less frequent, but with the aim for each to bring more meaningful changes. What's next for Mindseye? Hitman X Mindseye. We apologise that the release of Hitman X Mindseye mission, originally scheduled for July, has been postponed to a later date. We look forward to delivering this exciting crossover when the time is right, and will provide updates as we're able. Update 4. Arriving in August, Update 4 will deliver additional performance improvements and bug fixes alongside community-requested features, including skippable cutscenes, published player content. Update 5. Planned for September, Update 5 will deliver continued performance and gameplay improvements on all platforms alongside a number of enhancements to core gameplay mechanics.
So they're narrowing an entire update down to skippable cutscenes.
And published player content, yeah.
Well, who gives a fuck about that?
Yeah, that's
their big update.
Yeah, to actually impact the game, skippable cutscenes, performance upgrades, and bug fixes.
Okay, not to sound like a broken record, but Stalker 2 again.
Yeah.
First 3 days, 3 massive patches, all with dozens of things listed, and then they did like a big patch like a week in with, what was it, over 1,000 changes?
Yeah, pretty much every patch they've done since has been over 1,000.
And these guys are doing a big update, quote unquote, for the entirety of August as skippable cutscenes.
Pretty much, yeah. That sums it. So
working hard, huh?
Working hard or hardly working.
What are these previous updates they've done? Honestly, when you were starting... Oh, Jesus Christ. Seeing Mindseye, there was a free-to-play game there. I think that would be more fun than paying 50 quid for this.
Good game, do not buy. Atrocious work. I've played PS3 games with better graphics, more interesting gameplay, and relatable characters. And that was before I turned the PS3 on. I like that.
I was going to say Crash Bandicoot on the PS1 was better, but that guy did better.
What a shock. Steam Deck compatibility. Unsupported.
No,
yeah, PCs barely fucking support it. So let's see. We've had, for updates, let's go back to the start here. So we've had a total of, that's quite a lot in a patch.
It's a decent size.
That's pretty
decent. Is there anything actually reasonable in it?
Improvements for performance, graphics, character controls and camera. Weapon handling, traversal, cover system, camera...
Cares about weapon handling when the weapons are boring as fuck.
Jacob now looks at points of interest more reliably.
Yep, I agree. Let's move on. Dying Light.
Techland bumps back Dying Light, the Beast, released by a month to allow for extra polishing work.
I don't know if we covered it. I think we did. Do you remember they actually changed the starting of the last Dying Light to where you could climb the massive tower at the very start of the game without just suddenly dying?
Yeah, they did.
That is what we call listening to the community.
Yeah, exactly. Fans of
Many
Dying
devs
Light...
can take a note from that.
There we go. It just said fans of Dying Light 2. I disagree with that. It's fans of the Dying Light franchise. We'll have to wait a little bit longer for the highly anticipated DLC to sequel.
Yeah, I was not massive on the second one.
It was okay, but I enjoyed the first a lot more.
Yeah, and I wasn't feeling the same feeling I playing the first one. Like the first one, it was just fun, just sprinting around, fly kicking zombies, beating the shit out of zombies. The second one, it felt so different, and not in a good way.
Not just that, the extremely limited stamina at the start was a bitch. Don't get me wrong, it was annoying in the first game, but nowhere on the same level.
I remember as well seeing like a comparison between the first two games and just little details like weapon decay and all that.
Yeah.
not even being there. Like it sort of took away from the feeling of the game.
Yeah, just sudden breaking when it looks brand new.
Yeah.
Developer Techland announced on July 24th that the game's release date had been delayed by 4 weeks, moving it back to September 19th. Techland said in a statement on the delay, "It has always been our goal to make Dying Light the Beast the best Dying Light game we've ever released. To honour this promise, we've made the decision to move the release date to September 19th, 2025 to allow for extra polishing work."
You know what though?
Go on.
If you pay attention to those dates there, they were pretty much 4 weeks from release, and they decided to delay by 4 weeks. So they like really were trying to get it to where they wanted before release, not being 3 years in development, or still 3 years from release, and being like, yeah, we're delaying it another year.
Yeah, that's what they did with Dying Light 2, ironically. We understand that this may be disappointing, but our own experience has shown how important the first impression is. With just 4 additional weeks, we can address final details that make all the difference between good and great. Areas that we want to improve include fine-tuning the balance of gameplay elements, looking into clarity of UI, increasing the quality of physics, as well as tweaking cutscenes and player animations further, as well as adding last little details. Those aren't really major things to do in 8 weeks. Shoot.
Are you telling me we're going to get a full-fledged game on release?
It seems
and
like
not
it.
5% of it?
It seems like it. It'd be nice.
Revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
It doesn't take much to please us, does it?
It really doesn't.
Just a full game on release. That's all we need, man.
You know, I feel genuinely like we've already covered this with what we said at the beginning. We just want the guy who played
Jack Reacher.
Yeah, Jack Reacher to be
the good one.
Yeah, to be Blazkowicz, because he would fit so damn well.
I mean, even looking at the character, man, from the game.
Oh yeah,
it actually like looks like him a bit.
Because like he is a bulky, muscly dude who just kills Nazis. Like, who wouldn't want to play that role? Like, you should have people lining up for that role. The story of killing Nazis is evergreen. Pete Hines, Bethesda Senior VP, said, "This is what our game is about. It's what the franchise has always been about. We aren't afraid to embrace what BJ stands for and what Wolfenstein represents. When it comes to Nazis, you can put us in the against column."
It's a very, very confusing paragraph.
Yeah.
It's a lot of different things being said, man.
Basically, Bethesda just like to make games where you murder and slaughter Nazis. And I'm awful.
They tailor to their fans, man, you know?
Yeah.
How many times did you go into a city in Skyrim and just murder everyone and then reload the quick save?
No comment.
You can and will say will be held up against you in court. Whatever the words are.
Will say will be used against you in a court of law.
Yeah, those words.
Yeah. Microsoft CEO consoles employees by saying recent layoffs are down to the enigma of success in an industry that has no franchise value.
What are they backing this up with? What's their...
I mean, I'd love to know.
Nah.
Well, I mean, we were actually arguing the fact that they'd earned like massive amounts of money, higher than years before, and yet they fired 9,000 people.
Yeah, that was what, last week's episode?
Yes. This month began with some start news for Microsoft employees. The business was doing better than ever before, and that somehow means layoffs. Around 9,000 employees were laid off. That was
pretty much our words.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a summary of what we said.
Yeah. Studios were closed, games were cancelled, and then to rub salt in the wound, some Microsoft exec with terminal LinkedIn brain suggested that those affected use AI to console themselves. Judging by the latest bizarre missive from Microsoft's chairman and CEO, Satya Nadella, the very executive is probably in line for a promotion. There's executive leadership verbiage, and then there's Nadella in full flow of an endless spewer with terrifying levels of executive power and a cheery disregard for the economic realities of the little people. In a new blog titled "Recommitting to Our Why, What and How," Nadella takes off first off, all bravely and addressing the questions of why Microsoft has just fired so many folk. This is gonna be fucking brutal, I can already tell. I want to speak...
I mean, it already is.
Yeah. I want to speak to what's been weighing heavily on me, and what I know many of you are thinking about. The recent job eliminations. Then it's on to the seeming incongruence of the fact that by every objective measure, Microsoft is thriving. Our market performance, strategic positioning, and growth all points up and the right and to the right. And yet, at the same time, we've undergone layoffs. Get ready.
You know what?
Go on.
I'm gonna give a rundown of the speech as to the layoffs.
Shoot.
So I'm the CEO of Microsoft, right?
Yeah.
So the reason for our layoffs was basically which then led to why we had that, and then because of the performance and and that's why we had to lay people off.
Ah, yeah. So you just basically put loads of money in your pocket and then had to fire people to recoup that money. I see.
You weren't supposed to hear that.
Well, what can I say? I understand you too well. Get ready, because in the annals of executive bullshit, this is a beauty. This is the enigma of success in an industry that has no franchise value. Progress isn't linear, it's dynamic, sometimes dissonant, and always demanding. But it's also a new opportunity for us to shape, lead through, and have greater impact than ever before.
They really pulled the dictionary out in this one,
Didn't they just? I swear to God, half the people who either write the articles or come out with these statements just sit there with a dictionary and thesaurus in front of them and just smash them into their face. I'm not sure exactly what Nadella means by franchise value, but neither's he, and that's the point. Is the suggestion that big tech can fail overnight with a bad product? Because Microsoft's history and de facto monopoly certainly suggests otherwise. There's more nonsense about creating new categories with
You'd almost think you wrote some of this article, Rory.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But I don't really like dictionaries and thesauruses, so I'm not going to sit there and put words in that I don't know. Creating new categories with new business models and new production function. And naturally, a reference to this new paradigm. Then we get into the titular why, what, and how of Microsoft's mission. And surprise, surprise, people, it's AI! What does empowerment look like in the era of AI? It's about building tools that empower everyone to create their own tools. That's the shift we're driving for, from a software factory to an intelligence engine empowering every person and organization to build whatever they need to achieve. Yeah, you see what the problem is here. You're trying to make an intelligence engine, except the person who's in charge isn't intelligent. The CEO is as dumb as a bag of rocks and probably could be replaced by a muffin. On a good day.
Jesus Christ.
There's some nonsense about AI changing everything, because that's the empowerment.
Flee onwards!
Yeah, creating local surplus in every company, community, and country. Local surplus. What? Of laid off workers? Is that the future? It really does feel like I wrote this, doesn't it?
I'm sorry to think you were part of this interview, mate.
I will not. I have not been involved whatsoever. This guy's language really makes my head hurt at points. Fuck's sake. But I can say one
had
thing.
some involvement in this.
I think someone was reading my notes. Copilot couldn't come up with this. We will reimagine every layer of the tech stack, for AI infrastructure, to the app platform, to apps and agents. The key is to get the platform primitives...
Why is that hyphen so long?
I don't know. Right.
That's all I have to say about this article anymore.
Primitives right for these new workloads and for the next order of magnitude of scale. Our differentiation will come from how we bring these layers together and deliver end-to-end experiences and products, with the core ethos of the platform company that fosters ecosystem opportunity broadly, getting both the product and platform right for AI Wave is our North Star. What fucking ludicrous statement is that? You know what?
No, Rory.
No,
We're almost done.
No, give me a second.
We're almost.
In it, bullshitify this quote.
So you're asking it to unquote its own quote.
Corporate speed decoding activate. It's basically a pledge to do a total revamp with AI at the core and make sure that others can benefit from what they build. Want it even snarkier? Yes. Alright, let's crank up the snark meter to 11. Translation. Tech company reboots everything, makes vague promises, throws AI at it, and markets the mess visionary genius.
This is their own AI, by the way.
No, this is... Wait. Yeah, it is. Their own AI just sassed the fuck out of the CEO.
Their own AI just called the fucking people who made it out.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Oh man,
the LinkedIn nerds are gonna love gonna love this line. Growth mindset has served us well over the last decade. Yeah.
You need to clip that.
Oh, I'm going to. Don't you worry.
That is
Perfection.
Sneak peek into this episode. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
That's perfection. Over the last decade, the everyday practice of being a learn-it-all, not a know-it-all. The fuck does that mean? This is good, apparently, and it might feel messy at times, but transformation always is. The only transformation Microsoft needs to see is you stepping the fuck down. Nadella claims...
I think even the AI would agree.
Just ask the AI. What steps
should your CEO step down? No.
What was their name again? Nadella who?
I don't know. Didn't catch the second.
Here it is. Satya Nadella.
Drum roll, please. Dear God.
Can you?
I think
that depends on what you value more: visionary leadership and long-term innovation, or stability and accountability in the face of disruptive change. Nadella's strategy is undeniably ambitious, but it's also messy and not without cost.
What do you think?
I don't want to know what the AI thinks.
That's definitely hard-coded in.
Yeah. There's executive leadership verbiage, and then there's Nadella in full flow. An endless spewer with terrifying levels of executive power and a cheery disregard for the economic realities of the little people. Oh, I read all this.
Yeah, cheery disregard, yeah.
Yeah. Don't ask why. What we've learned over the past 5 decades is that success is not about longevity. Yes, it fucking is. The longer you last, the more money you make. The more money you make, the more successful you are. What the fuck are you on about?
I think we've gotten to the stage in the world where people only care about themselves and not future generations anymore.
Oh no, now it's about relevance.
I redact my previous statement.
Our future won't be defined by what we've built before, but what we empower others to build now. Fuck off. It seems like the main thing.
What, massive debt because you fired them?
Yeah, pretty much. Main thing that Microsoft is empowering people to build is the latest version of their CV. But I digress. Nadella's unique mode of expression aside, this is mostly another tone-deaf missive from a corporation that truly seems to specialise in them. Perhaps the most concrete takeaway from all of this, though, is that we will reimagine every layer of the tech stack for AI infrastructure, to the app platform, to the app platform, to apps and agents. AI may not do everything the boosters say. In other words, but it's here to stay anyway, and if you think it's been obtrusive up to now, you really haven't seen anything yet. Rich, I like your way of writing, mate. Just do me a favour, put the fucking dictionary and thesaurus away and type normally, and I'm more than happy with that. Fuck me, what an episode this has been.
Yeah, what a roller coaster.
I've got at least we've managed to have a laugh while discussing serious topics.
Yeah.
Because fuck me.
That was brilliant though. That last article was fantastic.
That AI, man. Oh, I'm never getting over that. That's phenomenal.
Called out by your own AI. How do you come back from that?
You don't. You resign. Hint, hint. But yeah, it's been a crazy week. I am hoping next week will be a lot calmer. But we've managed to have a good laugh. We do then.
I'd love to say by next week we'll hear something about this online bullshit. But given that the other petition that's currently going through is still waiting for a response,
Yeah, stop killing games.
Hardly likely.
Oh, it's not going to happen. Not a chance. Let's be
No.
brutally honest here. They don't give a fuck. Nor will they ever.
Yeah, they'll take their time until they can find a good enough excuse to just push it aside. To either delay or just get rid of it entirely.
Exactly that, brother. Exactly that. But no, I think that's everything I've got for this week then, which is some good news. Is there anything you would like to add?
No, nothing I can think of.
After that, your mind's just blank and regretting
Oh.
life.
Like I said, it was a roller coaster.
Oh, yeah. Thank fuck we managed to laugh.
Oh, don't even.
But anyways, with all that said and done then, thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. And join the Discord that's in the description. Because if I don't say that for 1 week, he will pick up on it and fucking...
Oh yeah,
rip me for it.
I'm waiting for you to slip up.
I know you are. But yes, thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you all next time.
Bye for now, guys. See you next week.